Hello and welcome to this week's forecast. Going to kick off with Kiwi. Want to draw your attention just to the support and resistance level that I have. So we have resistance here. So as long as we stay below that, still bearish. We also have support and resistance level going straight through here on the weekly. And as long as we're being squeezed at the moment, just in this price action, still hold a bearish bias and no trades as of yet. But if we go down into the daily, we can see where this squeeze is really coming from. We have this structure of support and resistance, turn to support here, and we also have resistance and resistance up here. We aim for really a break below here, this structure, and retest of the weekly level that we have. That'll be on your screen now, and then be looking for selling opportunities. So at the moment, we're just in this little trading range, up and down. If a trade presents itself, then we'll take it, but at the moment we're just really stuck between levels, and we really need that breakout to become active in Kiwi. But that's the levels I'm looking at, and that's really what I'm looking at on the higher time frames. And let's move on to pound. Daily chart, two key levels really, resistance here and support down here. So really at the moment we're at the higher tier of where we want to be trading. We have this structure break, still bearish, looking for selling opportunities in pound. If we go down into the H4, have a little look at the structure, see we're making lower lows and higher lows, and be watching this key high here, see if we can raid, one push up, raid, and then get involved with a sell scenario. We'll be on hand looking for sales in pound. We'll just have to let Monday unfold obviously and need more price action. But higher time frame, we've been coming off this higher time frame level. We've also broke structure, and that's going to be the catalyst, I think, moving forward to move pound lower. So no setup as of yet, obviously, let Monday unfold, and then we'll jump in. Euro is a little bit messier. If we go out to the weekly, we have been coming off this huge resistance level here and here. So as long as it stays below there, I would hold more of a bearish bias, but it's not as clean of a setup as pound. I do have this structure that I've been looking at, which really means nothing, but we have support coming in here, and we really need a break below that level for me to be anywhere involved with euro, which would push down into the next level of support and resistance. So quite choppy at the moment, as you can see, and I haven't really traded it in quite a while, but as long as it stays below this higher time frame level, we sold off from here, and although we're just a little bit messy in here, we are selling off. So I would rather look for selling opportunities than buying straight into an area where we sold off before. So it would make more sense to hold a bearish bias on Euro USD. Let's go to Euro Pound, some clean levels. We'll look at structure. This is daily time frame, and we have this channel that I'm looking at. We also have support and resistance going through here. So resistance, turn to support, everything on the higher time frames. And what I'm looking for is a daily close below this structure, so the lower level. I'm bringing this channel, and that should send Euro Pound lower, or it would put me on alert to look for selling opportunities in Euro Pound. We are coming off an area where, you know, we've sold off heavily before here, so anywhere near this area I would not be looking for buying opportunities, as I mentioned in a few videos last week. Coming up into this area, you really want to be getting out of your long positions, and it's quite clean and simple on Euro Pound. We just need that daily close. Dollar CAD, a little bit more technical. We have support. So this is sort of diagonal support resistance. we had this false break out here and then close back below. So as long as it stays below there, I'll be looking for selling opportunities, but daily close back above and longs are back on. So it really is this is the key level, and because we are sort of in the middle of between two levels, we have support in here, resistance, resistance, resistance. So this is quite a key level, and then we have support, support, and resistance. So at the moment we're sort of in the middle. You want to be looking for buying opportunities down here and looking for selling opportunities in here. So if we didn't have this structure, then I wouldn't really be interested in dollar CAD. But I did put out a trade to the members, so you can receive 2 daily videos of the trade ideas and analysis. So it'll be daily videos rather than just 1 weekly video. If you're interested in that, there'll be some details below. But we did point out this little structure on the H1. We're looking for a close, retest, and to sell off, which happened late on Friday. So just letting price develop here, letting Monday unfold, and then we'll be able to step in one way or another. But let's just say if it breaks to the upside here, then all shorts are off. It's just going with what the market's telling you and adapting what you're looking at through that. Dollar Swiss was another trade that we put out, but alas was late on Friday. We had this structure on the H1, and we also have Monday's low. Comes down, breaks Monday's low, retest, and sells off. Do think this will go lower, and for now there's no real there's nothing really stopping it from going much lower. This low down here will probably go, but at the minute I'm not really interested in dollar Swiss. Pound yen is similar to pound obviously, but we do have this structure that we're sort of coming off at the moment, so we'll be looking for bearishness from here. We also have a little bit of support coming in, support and resistance, resistance, and be looking for bearish setups just in this break of this structure, similar to pound. Obviously let Monday unfold, and just want to show you the levels that I'm trading, just to so you can put them on your charts and trade what I'm trading if you would like. Euro pound, or euro yen, sorry, weekly chart. We did break this higher time frame structure, come back, retest, and got a little bounce. But if we zoom in, I want to draw your attention to this swing point, what we sold off heavily before. So this structure where we broke out and come straight back and retest this level, and now we've slowly been grinding up, really indicates to me that there could be a move to the downside. I would only want to be buying euro pound above this high, so above here. That would be the higher time frame structure. You can see all the structure in here as well, support and resistance. Only would want to be a buyer if we can get above there. So I'll watch price coming up to retest this level where we sold off heavily before, and if I get a selling opportunity I will. You can mark out structure. I've just been marking out little channels just to, you know, it's easier to spot structure that way, so I don't really trade channels just on its own. It's just for marking out structure, and if we get Monday's level lining up with a break in market structure, say something like that, then I'll be looking to sell that. So just following structure up into the higher time frame levels and waiting there, just similar to Aussie New Zealand weekly that we've been looking for. We put out a trade into the members area, swing point, what we've been looking at for quite some time, where we sold off heavily before, quite a bearish candle here. So we were looking for any indications to get short this. We had to wait quite a while. We go to the H1, we can look at structure. We followed structure up, just to give us an idea of what was happening. Where was the support and resistance? So support, support. Then we have Monday's levels. Once we finally got a close below there, we got a H1 close, retest, it stayed below, and that was the catalyst to move price lower, taking profits at weekly lows. Do think this goes lower now based off the higher time frames. So at the moment I've just marked out structure. Where's the support? Holding price up at the moment in lower time frames. So we have that bit of support here, support. So let Monday unfold, see where Monday's low would come in, and if we break this, then we could be on the cards for pushing this even lower. But bearish Aussie New Zealand, and that was quite a nice trade, to be honest. It's sort of similar to USDCAD that we put out. We have this daily range that we're in, so we've got support and resistance, so resistance, 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 quite a heavy level, and then support, support, support. So you don't want to be buying into an area where we sold off heavily before. You'll hear me preaching that loads and loads and loads. Down into H1, followed structure. We had Monday's low, which was here. Look at this price action in here. Once we get that H1 close and retest, and we sold off, took price at this level. If you go back and watch the videos on Twitter and that, you'll see we got out here, came back up and fell. So where now for USDCAD? Well, back out to the daily. Obviously we're sort of between two levels. You really want to be selling up here or looking to buy down here, but we have broke structure, and at the moment I would not be looking to trade this unless we're up here taking out the swing point into a higher time frame level, and then that's where I would look to sell. But I would keep an eye on structure. Here's the most recent support and resistance structure. Keep an eye on that, see how Monday unfolds, and see if you can get in on Monday's low again, something like that. But obviously you have to let price unfold and let it tell you what it's doing. It's getting quite a long video, so I'll maybe just look at pound CAD and pound New Zealand, and that will do us for the week. Obviously there's daily videos. If you want to receive them, you can hit me up. So pound CAD, we have this huge level of resistance that if you've been with me for quite some time, we're looking for selling opportunities at this level. So it's just in this range of choppiness. We have broke structure on the daily that I was looking at. So as long as we stay below this level, I could be looking for selling opportunities in pound CAD. I'm aware of this support down here. If we go down in the lower time frames, down into the daily, we also have this structure here. Daily close below there could get interesting, taking out this swing point, but that's just to notify of the higher time frame support and resistance that I'm looking at. And pound New Zealand is running into a little bit of trouble. So do we break or do we bounce at this level on the weekly? Resistance, resistance, support, 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 quite a big level, going horizontally through here, but also diagonally support, 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 support. So we're at a crossroads here. I will be looking for buying opportunities in pound New Zealand, but we'll have to wait and see how Monday unfolds and follow structure and all that. Let's have a little look on the lower time frames. H1, we do have structure coming down in here. We'll let Monday unfold and see if we can break this structure to the upside and get involved there. So don't want to keep this any longer. It's coming up to around 15 minutes. As I say, if you want to receive daily videos, there's going to be 2 a day. It's just if I enter a trade, all the trade ideas for the day ahead, and then in the one in the evening recapping and getting you ready for the Asian session. So wishing you the best of luck for this week, and don't be afraid just to reach out and talk charts. If there's anything you want me to include in next week's video, reach out and we can arrange that.